Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about blended family issue or a step-parent issue, and the topic of today is who will take care of us when you're old. So this is something that most step-parents deal with, and it usually happens as you get the kids get older and they have a life of their own. They tend to live their lives and move on, so you're left taking care of your spouse and there's no support or help. I kind of feel from, I'm not sure, it's not scientifically proven, I think the kids inside their hearts are always mad at their parents for separating and move on. So they kind of feel, you know what, it's not my problem. And I think for every step parent, it's something that you need to think about and be prepared and be ready to deal with the reality. So today I want to give you a few tips so that at least you'll be a step parent who's planned ahead. So here are a few tips to prepare for the future, whether your spouse will die before you or you'll die before your spouse. I think it's very important to plan. Besides the fact that as a step parent you cannot depend on your stepchildren to take care of your kids, I think also even in the world of today, our kids don't have that sense of responsibility where they feel they need to take care of their parents. So this may not necessarily be a step-parent issue, but today I'm talking to a step-parent outside there who needs to plan for their future. So this is a few tips on what you can do right now to ensure that at least in the future you don't get disappointed and you don't end up having no plan whatsoever. So one of them is, number one, is just adjust your thinking. Remember, do not expect too much. So I'd say be open. If your stepkids appreciate and take care of you well and good, but I'd prefer you have a plan, ensure you have insurance. I myself, I always say, and my kids keep on saying, no ma'am, I always say that I want to go to an old people's home. I hope by then, when I get old or when I fall sick, I don't want to be a burden to my family or my stepkids. So I always say, I hope there'll be good elderly people's homes, because I'd check myself in there. Number one, because I know that they'll take care of me and I'll have saved enough to pay for myself and I don't have to depend on anyone, not even Sean. Number two, I'll have the company of people my age, so to mean I won't get bored and we'll be able to entertain one another. Number three, also, it's good for me to be able to not bother my stepchildren, my children. They're young, they have their lives, they have their own kids. I don't want them to worry about changing my diaper and hiring a nanny and having a camera. So I'd say adjust your thinking and plan ahead. Number two, I'd encourage you to create your support system, which is your neighbors, your friends, your sisters, you know, so that at least during that time, you're not only depending on your stepchildren to take care of you. Number three, I'd say have support groups for other step parents so that you can be able to talk and relate with them, and also just someone who's wearing your shoes. In terms of planning with your spouse, in case you don't have a will, get your will ready. Prepare yourself, prepare your finances. Ensure that you've talked about it. Be clear to your children that if it's dividing whatever it is that this is how you want them to do it. Don't just sit there and assume that it's going to be pretty, guys. The reality is as children get older, they get their own personalities, they have their own way of viewing life. So as much as maybe right now your relationship with them is good, who knows what will happen in the future. So I'd say get your things in order, especially for blended families. You cannot compare the loyalty that nuclear family has to each other as in a blended family. In a blended families, loyalties are divided. Priorities are divided. How they feel about each other is not the same. Even the sense of unity is not the same. So I'd say think about these things, guys. Plan ahead. Don't be shy to talk to your partner about it, because the reality we live in and it's not going to change anything. So I'd say talk about it as a family, and like I'll keep on repeating, plan ahead. So have a will, have a plan. In terms of health insurance, make sure that you're sorted so that you don't get older and depend on your stepchildren to pay your medical bills. Ensure that you're able to take care of yourself, you have a good health insurance, so that at least you don't get to your deathbed faster than you need to. So to sum it up, that was the topic of today. It's something I know most people don't like talking about it, especially in blended families, but it's a topic you need to seriously think about and talk to your partner about, think through, and come to an understanding where your children are also very clear. If you have any question you'd want to ask, if you have anything to share, if there's anyone in a situation in a blended family where your spouse is sick and you have no support from your stepkids or you have no support from their family and you need someone to talk to, please reach out. Until next time, bye.